My introduction to this space was 2 years ago for a women's workshop, and I think I'm proud to say that I'm still connected to most of those women, and we do catch up for a cup of coffee every now and then.
I was the first female Makerspace ambassador hired across all the Makerspaces at UNSW, and it's been so exciting to see all the women that have come in after me, either as volunteers or as ambassadors as well.
I used to volunteer here before, and look at where I am today.
I find nowadays when you walk into the Makerspaces across the uni, you can see so many females. Not just part of work, but also coming into the space.
This space has given me a lot more than I can ever hope for, I would say. Meeting like-minded individuals, chatting up with women who are in the engineering industry today.
I'm really passionate about seeing women in the startup space so that we get that shared knowledge and input and influence over what our lives are becoming, particularly in the technology space.
So last year I started angel investing, and I have been absolutely addicted ever since. Every day I wake up and I look at as many deals as possible, and right now I'm on the mission to help others become angel investors as well, in particular women. It'd be so great to see more people in the space.
So if you had said to me 5 years ago that you'd be working to support entrepreneurs and founders, you'd have 3 boys under 5 and you'd be working full time, I would have laughed in your face.
Women really get, the raw end of things, whether they're mothers and people are criticising them because they spend too much time focusing on their job and not enough on their kids, or whether they're single women with no kids, people say, oh, you're selfish, you're not thinking about, having a family, what's wrong with you?
Now that I'm here, working with founders, working with an amazing team, I realise why did I doubt myself to begin with, and I think a lot of women do this. My message is to other women out there who think they might not be able to do that. You can if you want to, whatever works for you.
I worked in an organisation where we commenced working on a product that then, through other things, the company ended up closing down, and with some of my colleagues at the time, we then took that idea and created a startup and worked on it ourselves, 2 female founders. We're talking back in 2011.
So when you first launch your startup, and especially when you're a solo founder like I was, it was incredibly difficult. So I didn't have a sounding board, my family, my partner didn't even understand what I was doing. So it was so important for me to surround myself with people that got what I was doing, but also provided me with that emotional support.
And so I wish at the time that there had been influential women like we're lucky enough to have at UNSW Founders, who could have supported and advised and just come along for the journey.
What I did was I surrounded myself with a group of like-minded women, some other founders that really supported me on that journey, and it was quite an emotional journey as well. And I found during some of my darker times, I reached out and surrounded myself by like-minded women that really understood what I was doing when family didn't, when my partner didn't. I had these amazing, incredible women.
Now I'm a new founder myself, and I work in the fitness and martial arts industry, which is an incredibly male-dominated space. But what I'm finding is the more that I push and talk about the importance of getting more women into martial arts, the more that potential investors, potential partners are seeing it as a really smart business move.
So for International Women's Day, I would really like to tell you to look after yourself, which is very, very important, and then get together with other women like you